Thank you for joining me today on Good News with Twanda Black, where we're discovering some of the most inspiring trials to triumph stories and empowerment moments. Call up a friend and let them know it's time for some good news.
Hello and welcome to Good News with Twanda Black. I'm your host. We talk with folks from all walks of life about their good news. Sometimes it can be bad news coming into the good news, but a lot of times it's good news, according to the Father. So look, sit back, relax, and enjoy my next guest. Hi! Join is recording artist MARICA CHISOLM. A lot of you may not know MARICA just yet. A lot of you may have heard her. Right, just yet. There you go. There you go. MARICA's been around a long time, though. I can tell you that much. So how are you today?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
You look so fabulous. I'm so happy to see you.
I am great.
Oh my gosh, it's been years. Tell us about your background. Where did you grow up? Did you have siblings? How did you grow up?
Sure. So I am the oldest of, how many of us? It's 4. And I'm the only girl. So it's a little gap. I'm 42. My brother's 40. Then I have a 28-year-old brother. And I have a 24-year-old brother. So I'm the oldest. I am from Atlanta, born and raised. I went to high school here, of course, and went to college at Georgia State. So I'm just born here, stay here, never left.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
Anyway, where did you go to?
McNair.
McNair High School? Oh,
Class of 97. Come on. Yes. So I'm from here. I've been here. I think I want to move.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah. You see, my grandma lived 15 minutes away. So.
Yeah. Kind of hard to do that right now.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm from here. My background is Big Muller Grove Missionary.
Wow. Yes.
In Latoya, that is my family church. They actually helped form the church. So. I'm born and raised from here.
So when did you start singing?
So my grandmother has a picture of me. I said I was going to get it blown up and put it in my house somewhere, of a 2-year-old MARICA with a mic in her hand. And I have this blue and white sailor dress and the big pretty socks and all of that. So I said I was going to put that up. So at 2, I was singing. Now, I don't know how it sounded, but it started at 2. And then fast forward, I started leading worship at 16. That's when praise and worship started getting big.
Yeah.
And I won't say that I was called at that point. I did it because I could sing, and they just needed somebody to lead.
Mm-hmm.
But from that, I found the peace. I found, joy in leading, and really started to cultivate that gift. So I started at 16. Then I went to doing background. So I sang background for Kelly Price, for Vashawn Mitchell, Tamia. I did background stuff for R. Kelly, and a lot of different people. And was on tour with Vashawn, and he would push me to the front. And he would say, you can sing this song, go ahead. And I'm like, I'm BGB, sir. And I'm okay with being BGB. And thankfully, he didn't listen to me. So he kept pushing me. And that's when I met you years ago with Simple Worship and so on and so forth. So that's how.
Oh my God. I was telling MARICA that, I don't even know how many years ago. When was your first album that you put out, and those songs that you sent to me?
It came out in 2013. So it was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm driving along, and I'm a Sirius XM girl. And lo and behold, MARICA CHISOLM's song comes out and it says higher. I'm like, oh my God. I mean,
Yeah.
I was fangirling, because I was like, I haven't seen this girl. I don't know where she been. I don't know what she been doing.
Yeah.
So what were you doing all this time? Were you just working and
I was leading at church.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. And I, along with a lot of people, went through a period where I didn't want to sing anymore.
Yeah.
I wanted to do artistry. I didn't want to do none of it, and I didn't. I was like, this is why I keep a corporate 9 to 5. So if I don't want to, I don't have to. And the Lord will sometimes allow us time where we need to regroup and recharge and refresh. So I think that's what I was doing for a few years. And now I literally feel the push of, okay, girl, you had enough time to sit. Now it's time to go.
Because you were literally sitting on your gift. I know you were working, but it's different. It's different. So what was it that made you want to just sit out and say, I don't want this anymore right now?
Church people. That's the honest answer.
Yeah.
I do what I do because I know I'm called to do it. But sometimes, because we work with humans, they aren't always the best, and they hurt your feelings, and they say things that they shouldn't say. And sometimes we can lose sight on our call because we've been offended, or we've gone through some things. And I was hurt.
Wow.
And people talk about church hurt, and I was absolutely hurt. And I was like, I love the Lord, but his people can kick rocks sometimes. Forgive me, Jesus. But I felt like, so I just didn't. Again, I promised the Lord years ago that I would never minister because I needed a check.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I went to college. That's why I have a degree. So that if y'all want me or not, I'm okay.
Right.
And when I found myself only ministering because it was a check involved, I said, okay, you need to chill for a minute. You need to say, because that's not what we do this for.
Yeah.
That's a byproduct of it, but we do it because we're called to do it. We do it because we love to do it.
Right.
Peace in doing it. Find joy in doing it. We find joy in helping people get through whatever it is that they're going through.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, the Lord allowed me to go through that valley. But I'm grateful that I'm out of it.
Yeah. And sometimes we have to be grateful for the valley. We won't have the mountains without the valley. So
that way we appreciate all of the experiences.
That's right. It's so good to see you back. So what year did you come back? Did you come back before COVID? A little bit before COVID?
A little bit before. I was music director at the Olivet Church in Fayetteville.
I know that church.
Yeah, okay. So I had been there through COVID, and right before COVID, I felt the push of the Lord to say, okay, it's time. So I met my producer for this latest album, Seeker. He is married to one of my good friends, and I met him years ago, and we saw each other again during COVID, and just started talking about an album, and started talking about what I believe the Lord was saying to me to do. And he was like, this is gonna be good. I was like, well, you gonna do it? You gonna produce it? You got so much faith in it. And he did. And I am excited about Seeker, and I cannot wait for everybody to be able to hear it. So I started coming on back like 2019, right,
Yeah.
right before.
Yeah. So your first single. Well, first let me ask you this. So when COVID hit, what did you do? How did you manage during your time of COVID? Did you grow? Did you get depressed? What happened during COVID for you?
Yeah, I didn't go through a depression, and I was almost busier during COVID than regular because people were, pre-recording. So I was being flown here and there to pre-record, and like literally New Year's Eve, 2021, I guess going in 2021, I was in 5 places, but I was sitting at home because I had pre-recorded.
Yeah. I love it.
So did it get me closer? Yes, because you don't have the luxury of being in church to pull on somebody else's anointing and somebody else's relationship. It really pushed me to deepen, to seek God more, deepen that relationship that I have with Him, because I didn't have nobody to call.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I can't go down to the church for prayer. Ain't none. No going to the altar.
It was locked up.
Right. You better do it for God. That's all you can do. So I don't really get depressed. I'm not a homebody. So I was finding stuff to do outside. Taking my kids. Come on, we going to the beach. Come on, we going. I found out I live not far from Arabian Mountain. Come on, we're gonna walk. We got to do something. So it was a beautiful experience. That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
Did I have days where I was sad because I had a lot of death?
Yeah.
And my bishop passed away.
Bishop Fowler.
No, not Bishop Fowler, Bishop Hall.
Bishop Hall.
Yeah, Bishop Stephen Hall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a good friend of our ministries as well. Great.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So Bishop Hall passed, and he was literally a father to me. And it is still days where I'm like, this can't be real. This man out here? What?
Yeah.
He died, and my cousin, like I felt like I was in a period of perpetual grief.
Yeah.
Because, we locked in the house. I can't really grieve for real because we can't really have a funeral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We having funerals outside.
You couldn't really even visit people when they were sick. You couldn't say goodbye. And
Right.
that was really hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like FaceTiming somebody. Like we literally had a friend pass. We FaceTiming in the parking lot.
Right.
At a hospital. Like what? You know what I mean? So going through those things, it absolutely though pushed my prayer life. It pushed me to live every day. It pushed me to travel more. We got passports. Let's use them.
Yeah.
So it pushed me. So last year I went to 4 countries last year.
Oh, great.
Yep. And this year we gonna do the same. Because
Awesome.
like my grandfather said to me one day, he was like, "You don't get tired of getting on the plane?" No.
Nope. Yeah.
You don't get tired of traveling to these countries? No. I want to be 75, sitting on my rocking chair and saying, I have visited 100 countries and I have had the time of my life. So now I can sit on this rocking chair content.
Right.
Because
And be all right.
what I wanted to do.
That's the truth. So your first single from the Seeker project is Higher.
Yes.
And did you write that? Tell me about the song. You didn't write it?
No. So I was on YouTube finding worship music. And you don't want to keep singing the same things. And sometimes you've never heard of some of the newer people. So I'm just on YouTube. Let's just click through. And David Daughtry was singing this song.
I love him.
I do too. His energy is great. He was singing at West Angeles, and it's an old clip. And it's singing, it sounds like a Caribbean type of beat.
Right.
So my producer, Aaron, flipped it and gave it more of a funk, James Brown-ish feel. But I started singing the song around town with the Caribbean beat. And Aaron was like, let's just switch it up some. So we did. And that's how we have hired this version now. But Karen Wiggins is the writer of Higher. Thank you, Miss Karen. She has been gracious enough for me to allow me to sing her song.
That's nice. That is awesome. It's a great song. It's a great
Thank
song.
you.
So let's talk about Seeker, the project. When is it happening?
May 20th.
May 20th. Talk about the songs on it. Did you do collaborations? What's on there? So
May 20th, 2022, Seeker will be available everywhere. And if you are old school and still want a physical copy, I got you. But so we have prayer is the foundation of my ministry. Before I do anything, I always like prayer is really my thing. So we have a Seeker's Prayer. I did do a duet with a friend of mine. His name is Charles, for a song called Petition. And that is us telling the Lord, you know, we are willing to do whatever it is that he wants us to do. What else? We have Miracle Signs and Wonders. That's our praise break song. I wrote that song. It started out as a song of the Lord back in 2017. We have a song called Sing Your Rain. That was on my first album. What else?
You're gonna make me go back and find that first album.
Please.
It's in one of my crates somewhere.
I know, somewhere. What else we got? We got a few things. So it's a really good, like I was sitting the other day riding in the car listening to it, and of course I got teary-eyed and just like this is my best album. It's from production to vocally to musicality. It's a really good, solid. It's gonna give you worship. It's gonna make you move a little bit. It's gonna make you shout. And you're gonna pray. I mean, come on. Everything you need on one record.
So why the title Seeker?
So it goes back to relationship and my relationship with the Lord and me getting out of a place of hurt and of walking in a place of wholeness and being able to minister to other people that if you seek him, everything else will fall in place.
That's right.
That's one thing. One of my friends said to me the other day, he said, you like just seem like you have so much faith. And no matter what happens, I said, now I don't want you to think that I don't go through.
Right.
But one thing that I am assured of is his promises. I'm assured of his word. I'm assured that if he said it about me, it's going to come to pass.
That's right.
Now, would we like it to just go like this? Sure. Who wouldn't?
Right.
It's just not life.
It's not real.
It's not real. But we're going to appreciate it a little bit more. So I appreciate this third album more almost than my first one because life has been lifing. I went through, my best friend was murdered. My father passed away. My cousin just came out of nowhere. She passed. I had like people die like every month. I was sad, like grieving, trying to put together a funeral. No. I am assured that that has begun a good work. He will perform it.
That's right.
He will. So if you are a seeker, all you have to do is seek him. Not everything else that comes, not people, places, or things. But when I was reading Isaiah the other day, when the Lord says, when the time is right, I will make it happen. And the problem that we have is that we think we know when the time is right.
That's right.
That word says, when I say the time is right, I'm going to make it happen. So my goal is to help people that are seeking, and to remember, it's not going to be always sunflowers and daisies.
That's right.
When the time is right.
Yep.
I, the Lord, I'm going to make it happen for you.
That's right. I love it. I can't wait to hear it. Again, tell us, how can people learn more about MARICA?
Sure.
Where can they find you on social media and everything?
Okay, so I'm real simple. MARICA Sings on everything. MARICA Sings with an S, and that's for Instagram, that's for Facebook, and that is also for Twitter. And you can go to my YouTube channel, MARICA Chisol. You got there, I see it at the bottom. You can go to my website, it's maricachisol.com. I am accessible. So if you say that you didn't find me, it's because you didn't look. But they can absolutely connect with me on any of those platforms.
Now, you're doing praise and worship at your church now. You're the praise and worship leader. Do you have the time, or is that season? You're still in that season?
I am. So I'm not doing it every week. I do it when I am available and I can. But when I can, I am down at the Vision Cathedral of Atlanta on Sundays. I was still at Olivet until just recently. But that is where you can find me on Sunday mornings.
Awesome, my girl. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so
and
much.
You look fabulous, and you were beautiful back then, and you're beautiful now. It doesn't matter to me.
Thank you.
So I'm excited about the new project. Can't wait to hear it. I'm already playing higher, so I can't wait to hear.
Don't you worry, you're gonna get all of it. Don't you worry yourself.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, MARICA Chisholm, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Hey everybody, wasn't she a great guest? If you want to be a guest on the show, you can email me at Twanda Black at thepgnetwork.org or goodnews@thepgnetwork.org. You can watch the show via PGN TV and on all your digital streaming apps. You can visit us at pgntv.org. Hey, I'll see you next time with some good news. God bless you.